Hey everyone, this is Sam Gold from NFL Breakdowns, and today we are partnering with FieldGoals.com to talk about the Week 10 matchup between Giants wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. and Patriots cornerback Malcolm Butler. During this match, Odell Beckham was officially targeted 12 times, gaining 104 yards and a touchdown. By this stat line, you would figure that Beckham clearly won the matchup, but out of those 12 targets, he only caught 4 passes. On Eli Manning's first pass of the game, the Patriots lined with one deep safety playing cover 1 man. This coverage, along with a little bit of cover 2 zone, formed the vast majority of the coverages that the Patriots ran during this game. In this coverage, all the cornerbacks, including Malcolm Butler at the top of your screen, are playing bump and run coverage, staying physical with the receivers in the line of scrimmage. After the snap, Beckham releases outside and swipes away Butler's arm, accelerating up the sideline. Butler stays at Beckham's hip, but the ball is placed just far enough in front of Beckham, allowing him to use his full extension to grab it in stride. Patriots safety Devin McCourty takes an over-aggressive angle, running right into Butler. This allows Beckham to cut back inside free and clear for the 87-yard score. Watching this game live last November, I fully expected this to be a one-sided matchup after seeing this long score, but that could not have been further from the truth. After this touchdown, Malcolm Butler was incredible. The undrafted second year proved that he was not only capable of slowing down Beckham, but he proved that he could shut down one of the top wide receivers in the league using physical man-to-man coverage. By my count, Butler had 4 pass breakups. Officially, only 3 will count since this pass in the middle of the third quarter was called back on an illegal use of hands penalty by Giants rookie Eric Flowers. Looking at the pass, if Beckham was a little bit faster getting out of his breaks at the top of his route, this play could have been an 8-yard gain as opposed to a pass breakup by Butler. The Giants run a West Coast offense designed to get the football in the receiver's hands to create yards after the catch. Throughout the game, the Giants attempted to get the ball to Beckham using underneath passing. This can be seen in Beckham's 7th official target, where the Giants ran a rub concept on the right side of the field. The tight end sets the pick, and Beckham runs a drag underneath him to create separation. Butler avoids the pick and tackles Beckham immediately after he catches the pass, limiting him to a 1-yard gain. In the middle of the fourth quarter, the Giants were trailing the Patriots 23-24. On one of the Giants' drives, Manning threw 3 consecutive passes to Beckham. The first pass was on a hitch route, where Butler comes out of his shuffle technique to drive on the pass and jump over Beckham to break it up. Some cornerbacks, especially the average speed cornerbacks, find the shuffle technique to be more natural. Your hips are already open, which makes it easier for you to turn and run with a speedy wide receiver. Backpedaling, on the other hand, requires quick, fluid hips to completely turn and run with a wide receiver. Knowing his weaknesses, Butler used a shuffle technique on a large number of snaps since he was in better position to run with Beckham, who was definitely faster than him off the line of scrimmage. In the second pass, Beckham runs a comeback, driving up the sideline. He breaks down at the 35-yard line, open underneath Butler. Eli Manning takes a snap and runs a bootleg to the right. He sees Beckham on his comeback route, but he simply leaves the pass short, hitting the turf right in front of his wide receiver. This is on Manning. As a side note, watch number 23 Patrick Chung blitz from the edge and how quickly he leaps a left tackle, chasing down Manning from behind. This speed and turn is extremely impressive. The third pass in the series was a fade route where Beckham swipes away Butler's hands on his release up the sideline, but Butler sticks to him in man-to-man coverage. Manning tests the coverage by placing it slightly high and ahead of his receiver. The two dive for the pass as the ball slips between Beckham's outstretched arms, not able to pull it in. The final target we'll look at was definitely the most controversial. Once again, the definition of a catch came up. The pass is an end zone fade, where Beckham boxes out Butler at the top of his route. But Butler does not give up, and he still slaps Beckham's arm, dislodging the pass. It was initially ruled a touchdown, but the play was overturned after review, since Beckham didn't get his second foot down while having possession of the ball. To get a complete picture, you have to look at some plays where Butler was in coverage, but Beckham was not targeted. We will start with the very next play after the overturned touchdown pass. The play calls a slant quick out combination on the right side of the field. Dwayne Harris from the slot runs a quick out, while Beckham on the outside runs a slant. Akeem Hicks penetrates the B-gap immediately after the snap between the right tackle and the right guard. This forces Manning to throw off his back foot early. He airs it out to Dwayne Harris, overthrowing his receiver. Perhaps if Manning had another second, you would have seen Beckham break into the end zone in a slant. Instead, the Giants settle for a field goal, and Tom Brady and the Patriots drive down the field for the game-winning kick on the next drive. Another opportunity where Beckham was open was on this fade route to Miles White in the second quarter. The pressure coming from the edge forced Manning to make a quick decision. He throws the fade route up the sideline, testing the man-to-man coverage of the defender. The ball is perfectly placed, and White pulls it in for a 28-yard gain. Watching Beckham's roll from the slot, he runs a shallow crossing route underneath the tight end. Butler is in man-to-man coverage, and he gets trapped behind the natural pick created in this play design, giving Beckham a lot of room to work with past the left hash marks. While the fade route against man-to-man coverage is a good decision, it's still a low percentage play. If Manning had more time, there's a decent chance he would have moved on to Beckham to get a higher percentage completion that could have gone for similar yards. Obviously, if you are a Giants fan, you are happy with the completion and the yards, but this is still a potential opportunity where Beckham and Ben McAdoo's scheme open up holes for him in this defense that couldn't be utilized. Outside of the first touchdown pass to the game, Butler only allowed 2 receptions for a total of 5 yards on 9 targets. The other 12 yards that Beckham gained on the day were on this high-low concept on the left side of the formation. Dwayne Harris from the slot runs a quick hitch route, sitting underneath Bradley Fletcher. Beckham runs a dig route sitting between the zones behind him. The hitch baits Fletcher to stay shallow, creating a vertical stretch on the cornerback. Manning reads Fletcher, noticing that he's shading Dwayne Harris, so he places the pass right into Beckham's hands. Overall, Butler performed extremely well except on the 87-yard touchdown pass to start the game, and you can partially blame that on the safety for taking an awful angle. So based on that, who do you think won this matchup? Some will be able to guess that by my tone throughout this piece that I think Malcolm Butler deserves a nod. You'd be correct, but I definitely concede that this is extremely debatable, seeing as a 104-yard performance with a long touchdown is still a great game. Well, that's it for me. Subscribe to my channel for my next video breakdown. You can find me on Twitter at SamuelRGold, and if you want to support my work with a donation, follow the link to my Patreon account on the screen.